Hi, my name is Anushanat Kearney. I use she, her pronouns, and I go to Bloomington High School in Bloomington, Illinois.
My name is Isabella Hernandez. I go to Auburn High School and I am a senior this year. Very exciting.
Hi, my name is Carol Penne, and I'm currently a senior at Evanston Township High School, also called ETHS by the locals.
Hi, my name is Joanna Renetto, and I go to North Chicago Community High School, and I'm a junior.
I am committed to UW Milwaukee, which is really exciting, and I plan on majoring in public health. I would love to work for the World Health Organization or for like the CDC. I think that would be really cool and just help people around the world.
After graduation, I aim to attend a 4-year undergraduate college. Although I am still exploring my options in terms of career paths, I hope to continue my work in advocacy and service wherever I go.
So currently my plan right now after graduating high school is to earn a degree in psychology because I'm really fascinated by human behavior and especially language development and acquisition. So while in college, I also want to continue to grow my art skills and hopefully one day start a small business.
I want to major in biology because I want to become a dermatologist.
I also was recently diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and I got a 504 for school. So that has been like a really big change in the last couple years of having to like navigate, school a little bit differently because of my recent diagnosis.
The prospect of moving away from college is daunting, but I'm excited to set off on my own and delve into like the new experience.
So I think that the biggest thing that people need to take away from this who are watching is that you need to make the classroom more fun, applying what they found in the classroom with that hands-on experience to something outside the world, which is what we really want students to do. Um, and I think that by doing that, you're setting up kids not only to go to college, but if they don't want to pursue a college career, then going to want something that they're passionate about. Like if I didn't wasn't really sure about going the science route and I did a science lab and I loved it, I would go through science because I figured out that that's what I really like doing. Or being able to do modules in statistics with real life statistics and doing simulations in AP US history or AP government or even world history. I think that if you're able to make the classroom more fun, it'll be more engaging for the students, and also students will be more excited to learn and potentially even be more excited to go to college and see what life in the workforce is really about.
Because it's a public school, we have a variety of different students from different backgrounds, parents of different education levels, different cultures. So, one thing that I've noticed that really divides students in terms of their goals after high school is the relationships they have with teachers in school. A big thing is the way that we discipline kids in high school. A lot of times students will not feel supported and they'll act out, and then we'll discipline them without giving them a chance to explain why they're acting out, what's going on at home, what they need from the school. And so then kids who are disciplined rather than nurtured, a lot of times will have worse chances at being able to pursue a post-secondary education because their relationship with the people who facilitate an education with them isn't good, so they won't feel comfortable pursuing a further education.
I think that something that they could do is probably listen to their students more. I remember like my junior year, and not only was it difficult because, we were going back in person, and that, junior year is just like hard in general. But I was also going through a lot of like family problems, and I think having my teachers there to try and ask me like, "Hey, how was your day?" I think that would have been really helpful and make me feel like they care.
I think that in order for students to be successful, schools really have to be more equitable, and this is in regards to school lunches being more accessible to all students, making school sports and clubs more accessible by making like less expensive gear so people feel like they can try out for the sports that they love, and also taking away the stigma surrounding AP classes as sort of the hard classes that only the super smart people can take. And I guess in a more personal sense, making classrooms more engaging in the subject that we're learning. And I feel like the best way to do that is to take kids on field trips where they can really experience and surround themselves with what they're learning in class, especially for science and language classes, because those have more real life applications, and that would really get kids like excited about what they're learning and really open up their creativity and their intrinsic motivation.
Education is a really powerful tool of resistance and of advocacy. A lot of people go into government hoping to change things, and they do. But education is really underrated as a tool of changing people's minds and hearts, and the power that educators and policymakers have to further students in their lives, not just as students and people who work, but also just as people who are community members, is super powerful. And the responsibility to aid students in their life paths is enormous. So, I think just really remembering that in decision making as people who are very high up in the education system, um, remembering that you have a really big role to play in children's lives and that they can make really great change if you just let them.